I tell you what, let's go back to your debut, Micah.
Okay.
October 2005. Let's take a look at the lineups from that day. Because you actually started on the bench, didn't you? But it must have been a dream day. You had your hero, Thierry Henry.
Yeah, it was
playing opposite
Steven
you.
Jordan. That team. Fabregas, Gilberto Silva, Thierry, Bergkamp, Perez. But we had some good players on our team
that
as
Man
well.
City team.
David Sommet, Joey Martin.
No wonder they had to spend $1 billion.
Oh, that's bad.
No, looking back at that team, who did you like out of that lineup?
Don't know. I have to put it up again. I
always remember Micah's glasses.
You need Micah's glasses.
I always remember when whereas like he's got the most exotic name of anyone we'd ever had. It's like Micah. Well, what kind of name is that? Who's this guy? He's got 2 first names. What's his name? But he had when he played, he was a breath of fresh air when he came in. And it was at that time where we used to have to sell all our best players. And one of the great things about now, although we can buy players like Haaland, is back in the day if we had Rico Lewis and Foden, they'd already be out the door. They'd already be gone. And it's a great thing for supporters when you see kids coming through and you can keep them, and then they can go on and make 200 or 300 appearances. But he was great. He had spirit, and
keep talking. Keep going. Let me lap it up. You know what I mean?
Well, I've not mentioned skill, of course, but he did have. He did. He was into it. Yeah. He was into it. He was enthusiastic. But we all remember him for when he scored his first goal and then the interview afterwards, which can't be rebroadcast.
I tell you what, Noel. We can have a look at that, yeah. Let's have a look now, because this was actually after your first start. A few months later, you then got your first TV interview. Okay. It went horribly wrong, didn't it?
Oh, you say that.
Well, bringing back memories.
Extraordinary finish. What did you make of it?
Oh, it was just great to be out there. I just can't believe it. 1 minute, it was 1-0 down, and then last minute, I got the goal, so not much more I can ask for, really.
Well, you're a young lad, and we can understand your excitement, but this is going out to a national audience, so be careful what you say.
You got told off by a reporter.
How old were you there?
17.
17.
I've aged like a fine wine, though.
Before that, though, Micah, do you remember your debut, going back to that lineup we saw when you were on the bench? Because you came off the bench, didn't you?
Yes.
And you played up front.
I remember that. Look, you see it here. I mean, a young, fresh-faced Micah Richards, number 45.
Where's the muscles?
Excellent. Yeah, I was more lean there.
He didn't know what protein was then.
But look at this, the chest. And the shot is why I became a defender. I mean, but look at that. I set it up. You know what? I got too excited.
He always used to look confused when he gave a foul away, like he didn't know what he'd done. He would kind of be like.
Did you see that chance? Fabregas' foot was all up there. It would have been VAR. I would have got a penalty there.
Oh, here we go. He wants a penalty for that.
100% a penalty. In today's game, that's a penalty, definitely.
We'll have a closer look at it then, shall we,
Let's have a
Micah?
look.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Exactly there. But you see the core was strong. So he wasn't moving me, don't worry about that.
Thierry, you remember that game very well, don't you? It was actually probably more famously known for that penalty.
For me, it's famous because I beat right his record.
Yes,
I got my little trophy, so sorry, I don't know what you want to talk about. That's all I know.
Well, this was a lovely moment at the start of the match. As you say, you became Arsenal's leading goal scorer, righty handing over the trophy.
No, it was a great moment, in all fairness, to do that. I don't know what Robert Pires did there. I cannot actually tell you. I know Danny Mills was upset.
I was at that game.
Were you?
I was at that game.
Oh,
it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
You need to, I'm going to give Robert Pires number to you, so you can call him, because I don't know what he did.
So what are you doing?
Yeah,
you run too quick.
Listen,
put him off.
If I invite you to a party and you can't dance, that's on you, right? I invited you, that's all I did. I like that. If you cannot dance, that's on you. I know how to dance, you know.
We saw you having a few words with him, didn't you, after?
No, I laughed because I don't know what happened to him. I thought he was a bit more confident than that. All he had to do is to roll the ball, and he just couldn't do it.
Did you practice that though, TT?
You don't practice rolling the ball
before in training though, because you must have known when he was going to do it.
I think. Well, you can't dance, don't come to the party.
No, that's amazing that you were in the crowd for that game.
Yeah. Well, because then the whistle went. Nobody knew what had happened. We were thinking they're going to retake it, and then it was only when we got back and watched it on the telly at night, it was like, hang on. But that's how terrible City were at the time. No offense to Mike, it's just like team